Hey you guys, I hope you're having an amazing Wednesday. I wanted to really quick come on today and share with you some of my favorite go-to items from the To Be Mindset food group. So I'm going to go through the proteins, the FFCs, the accessories, and the veggies. So I'm going to share with you kind of like my veggies, proteins, carbs that I usually have all the time in my kitchen. Okay, these are my go-tos now. I had a really hard time, you guys, because I was like, ooh, this. I could share so many things with you, but I wanted to just kind of give you the ones that I use the most to help you. Now, before I show you my favorites, I want you to remember that your journey is all about investigating, right? Investigating your tracker, investigating what works best for your body. And so I want you to learn the foods that make you feel the most full, that make you feel the most satisfied, and that are easy and convenient for your lifestyle, okay? Same thing that I had to learn when I started To Be Mindset. I really had to allow myself to branch out and try new things. This is a veggie heavy lifestyle approach, right? And so you cannot say to yourself, oh, I don't like that. I can't even go there. Like, try it a different way. Can I just tell you how many new things I have tried since watching To Be Mindset videos and learning from Alana and trying it cooked a different way or putting a different spice on it? I mean, the difference between broccoli in the microwave and broccoli roasted is completely different, you guys. The way you cook things can literally change your world, okay? So when you look at these recipes, which by the way are absolutely amazing, if you haven't gotten this in the mail, it's all on digital. I showed you guys how to access all of this. This is gold. She makes these recipes so easy. There is nothing to these recipes, okay? And they're so convenient and they're really, really yummy. So first of all, I want you to use this as a reference and don't look at something and say, oh, well, I've never liked cabbage, so I'm not going to try that. I never liked Brussels sprouts, so I'm not going to do that either. Try it the way that it's suggested, or try a recipe from the group that, you know, I like or someone else likes that you feel like you could try again. Okay, I just recently learned how I like Brussels sprouts. I thought I did not like them for the longest. I tried probably 3 or 4 different times, you guys. And I really wanted to like them, and I kept trying, and I found a recipe that I really love. I put balsamic vinaigrette on them, or balsamic vinegar. I do onion powder, garlic powder, and I put a little bit of honey on them or maple syrup, and I roast them with bacon bits. And it's changed my world, and I thought I didn't like them, okay? So even I'm still learning new things, but you have to be willing to investigate because there are so many amazing foods out there that honestly, veggies should be your first go-to because that's what God created for us, right? That is the most all-natural thing that you can eat. And there should be more than 1 or 2 that you like, okay? I promise. If you just try it a different way, you're gonna fall in love. So I've fallen in love with Brussels sprouts, turnip fries that are in this book, y'all. I never knew about turnip fries. I had never even tried a turnip before To Be Mindset. And now when we have burgers, I either make turnip fries or carrot fries as my side instead of regular fries if I'm trying to save on a carb, okay? There's just so many things. I have a feeling this is gonna be a long video again because I love talking about this food stuff. Okay, so I want to show you, starting with the veggies, some of my go-tos. So first of all, I was just telling you about carrots. I discovered these carrots. I used to get the petite carrots all the time because they're so convenient. You can easily wash them. But when you get these carrots, first of all, they're cheaper, okay? You can get more for your money. It does take more effort to peel these and slice them up. But when you are doing carrot fries, it's amazing to do these, okay? So what you can do is cut them up And you make them just like you would sweet potato fries. So I put paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, sea salt, and cinnamon. And I bake them in the oven, cut up just like fries. And it tastes a lot like sweet potato fries with these, okay? So that's an idea for you. This has been a go-to for me since I started 2B Mindset. I always have these kind of carrots in the refrigerator. And a lot of times I'll have the little ones too because I just eat a lot of carrots. And I also have these matchstick carrots because you can add these to stir fries. You can add them to your salads. You can add them to anything to kind of get an extra bulk. Tonight, we're gonna do stir fries and I'm gonna be adding these in there. You don't have to chop them up. So having these on hand is super, super easy, okay? Another veggie that is my go-to is this frozen broccoli. First of all, always invest in the frozen broccoli. And if you guys are watching and you have questions as I go, just ask me on here, comment under the video. I love to interact with you guys and answer your questions as we go, okay? So this is my favorite. The brand is Bird's Eye. You can also get a whole bag of veggies that are mixed. So there's like a cauliflower and carrot one. There's like a stir fry one. I always have a bag of frozen broccoli. It is delicious. I put it in my little Pampered Chef container and just put it in the microwave and warm it up. Such an easy dinner, okay? You can have your meat, your broccoli, throw some brown rice on. Super, super easy. So always have your frozen veggies on hand, and this brand is the best in my opinion, okay? Another thing that I absolutely always have is the riced cauliflower, okay? And it's also in your recipe book. She has a whole meal recipe for you in here for fried cauliflower rice. So throw some soy sauce in there, put some more veggies, chicken, whatever meat you want. This literally takes 2 minutes, you guys, to cook up. So super, super easy. I always have at least 2 to 3 bags in my refrigerator, okay? Huge game changer, rice cauliflower, if you haven't tried it. Also, like I talked about before, Brussels sprouts have been a go-to for me, even though I thought I didn't like them before. I really like chopping them up and doing the bacon bits with the balsamic vinegar and the honey or maple syrup, so they kind of have a sweet taste to them. Also, I don't have any to show you, but if you go to Food City or Walmart or anywhere, you can go to the produce section and you can find bags like this of green beans, okay? They're already, you know, the bottoms are already peeled for you, like you just cook them in the bag, or you can take them out of the bag and you can roast them. So that's another go-to veggie for me. They're in bags like this. There's a brand called Eat Smart. If you're taking notes, write that down. It's my absolute favorite. You can get it at Food City. And I just pour the bag out on the pan and I put salt and pepper and bacon bits and I cook my green beans like that. It takes about 20 minutes. And that's a go-to veggie for us a lot, okay? So Brussels sprouts, green beans, super, super convenient to have in your refrigerator to just throw in a meal, okay? I also really love these snappables. I call them these little tomatoes because you can take these on the go. They're very manageable. You can put them in your salads, chop them up. They don't get messy like a regular tomato. So I pretty much always have those type of veggies in my refrigerator, okay? I also, if you haven't discovered, spaghetti squash is the bomb. It will rock your world. Don't be intimidated, y'all. For the longest, I never cooked this. I was like, what? There's no way it turns into pasta. It's magical. It is so magical, you guys. And it can be any kind of meal that you want for your dinners because you want 75% veggies and 25% protein. So you can cook this. And let me give you a little tip real quick. Don't try to cut this without putting it in the microwave first. These are very hard to cut and you can really injure yourself. I've almost been there before. So what you can do is you can actually put this in the microwave for about 3 to 4 minutes so it gets a little soft. Then you can cut it. Then you can put it in the oven to cook, or you can just cook it straight in the microwave. I think it's like 7 to 8 minutes and it will cook your spaghetti squash, okay? There's a recipe in here for that. It pairs really well with pesto that I'll talk to you about in just a minute. But you can make spaghetti out of your spaghetti squash, like an actual spaghetti meal with your meat sauce. You can do chicken Alfredo. You can do tacos, like put your taco meat on top of this spaghetti squash when you get it all shredded up. Anything you would think of for pasta, you can use this for, and it's Veggies Most dinner, okay? So you need to have this. Another one that I have, especially now because they're in season, is acorn squash. I recently tried that last year, and I'm telling you, everyone who has made that recipe for my acorn squash taco bowls is like, these are amazing. So you basically cook it the same way. It's like a green acorn squash. If you've seen them before, and you cut them out the same way, you cook them the same way, and you can fill it with taco meat and do like a taco bowl, and it is out of this world. It has like a nutty flavor. So especially this fall, like right now, I have 3 spaghetti squashes in my pantry, along with a butternut squash, which is also very good. Okay, so moving on to the proteins that I really love to have as go-tos. I really love, and this was in Alana's video, a lot of this is probably in Alana's video, but I just wanted to show you guys my favorites, okay? The veggie burgers, there's a black bean burger that's amazing. This is a different brand. I got this at Aldi. But having these on hand to cook up a really quick meal is so important, because we all have those nights where it's like, we're on the go. I don't know what to fix. I need something quick. So having this is really, really good. Along with what I do with my meat, you guys, my proteins, I freeze all of my meat. So I'll buy a bunch of chicken breast, I'll buy a bunch of turkey meat, and I'll separate it and I'll put it in my bags and I freeze it. I never have fresh meat in my refrigerator. I never do, because it keeps longer in the freezer. I may change my meal plan for that night. Just because I have it written down doesn't mean I'm going to be in the mood for it that night. So I don't want to have meat thawed out in my refrigerator if, you know, that's not what I want. So I think it's super important to buy your meat in bulk, cut it up, put it in your bags, and just have it on hand so you can decide as you go. Turkey meat is amazing. I will tell you guys, my favorite brand is the Butterball. I don't really care for other brands. Always get the 93% or higher in your fat content. But the Butterball brand is really, really good for ground turkey meat. I also get the lean beef, chicken breast, and also having in your freezer shrimp. I tried salmon about a year ago in a restaurant, fell in love with it, and now I eat salmon all the time, and I cook it and I use the frozen patties, okay? So please, please try some different proteins, try it cooked different ways, try it at restaurants. That's how I fall in love with things first, is when it's cooked like really good, and it may even have more extra butter and stuff on it, but at least you know you can make it that way and you like it, okay? Another protein I like having on hand is the Oikos 000 yogurts. I really, really love the cherry and the mixed berry. So all of those are my favorite proteins that are super convenient as well. Okay, let's move into the FFCs, which you guys know are fiber-filled carbs. So you don't want the silly carbs all the time. You can allow yourself that, right? But you want to have those carbs that have more fiber, because fiber is going to keep you fuller for longer, and it's going to give you that good energy. So if you have not tried the Kodiak cakes, I would highly, highly recommend you get some of these. I use this all the time. This is lemon poppy seed. They also have a pumpkin right now that's out of this world. There is a muffin recipe on the back that you can make muffins out of. It would be a great part of your breakfast. 50% carb, 50% protein. So I always keep these on hand to make for muffins, pancakes, just whatever. It's really, really good because it has extra protein in it. Okay, so it's really a good FFC, but it also keeps you fuller longer. So it kind of counts as a complete breakfast. You could just do pancakes and they really do fill you up. So having those on hand, and also these tortillas are my favorite. This is the Olay Extreme Wellness tortillas. There's only 50 calories in one of them and they taste really, really good. So I would suggest having these. You can wrap these up for lunch. You can do some sandwich meat. You could do some grilled chicken, crock pot chicken. You can put anything in these, okay? You can do pizzas out of these, barbecue chicken pizza, chicken sausage pizza, all kinds of things you can use, and it's a great FFC. I always have this in my refrigerator as well. And then also, you guys, I have fallen in love with beans. Beans are such a good FFC because for me, they keep me satiated, which basically just means that full, satisfied feeling. You're not left with wanting more. So always keep some good beans on hand. By the way, garbanzo beans are also good for stress. So if I will plan my meal plan around, like if I know I have a stressful week coming up or I'm just feeling stressed out, I will put garbanzo beans on my meal plan. I'm not even kidding y'all, because it helps. It has like a hormone in it that releases in your body when you eat it. So garbanzo beans you can throw in salads. You can just make like a stir fry out of them. You can do like little like bean bowls where you just have like taco meat and beans, rice if you wanted to add that in there. But the really cool thing about beans, like Alana told us in the videos, is that it's a good FFC because it has fiber, but it also has added protein. So it's like a double whammy, right? You want both of those when you're eating, and that's what makes you feel so full and satisfied from them. And then also the sweet potato. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some amazing sweet potato recipes. One is a breakfast that I make where it's literally just a sweet potato cooked in a microwave with all kinds of amazing toppings, peanut butter, coconut milk. You can even put coconut oil. So good. Utilize the sweet potato. Cook it different ways. Sweet potato fries, sweet potato chips, all kinds of stuff. Really, really good FFC. And then last but not least, super sorry this is going forever long, but I hope you're getting some good information. My favorite go-to accessories, which in my opinion are the best part of this whole guidelines program, because you don't have to limit yourself to bland food. Accessories make your food so good, and you have that room, that wiggle room to play around because you're eating so many veggies. You can put whatever you want on those veggies. Like Alana says, if you have to put more sauce on it to make yourself eat it more, then do that until you train your body to love those veggies more. Okay? So play around with different ones. My favorite is pesto. You can get pesto in like the Italian section. It's basically just pine nuts, Parmesan, basil, and olive oil, and the flavor is absolutely out of this world. You only need a little bit. It is higher in fat content, but like I said, you just use a little bit and it kicks up any pasta meal. I put this in my wraps a lot. I will make a wrap for my husband for his lunches with roast beef, and this is delicious. They also have another brand or another flavor tomato pesto that you can get. I use this as well. You can throw it in anything. And the other day I was watching Pioneer Woman. She was making a really yummy, fresh looking chicken veggie soup. And she made this soup. It looked so yummy and creamy and delicious. And then she put a spoonful of pesto on top of her soup. How awesome is that going to be for fall? Like, that sounds so good to me. So I'm using that idea for when I do my soups this fall. So I would have that on hand at all times because it's going to add a lot of flavor. Buffalo sauce, I use a lot. I do a crock pot chicken where I just put my frozen chicken in there and I add my buffalo sauce, and you have buffalo chicken. That's it. This is a lower calorie one. It has 5 calories for a tablespoon. Just look at the back, find one that you like. I'm not a big spicy person, so find one that's like a mild buffalo sauce. It'll be good for you. You can also do like buffalo chicken, baked potatoes, buffalo chicken, wraps, like so much you can do with that. The Pizza sauce that I get that I really like the most is the Great Value brand that you get at Walmart. It has no sugar added and it's delicious. So I use that a lot. My guacamole that I love is the Good Foods brand. I get these little packets because avocados go bad really fast and these last longer, and it's all natural ingredients. So Good Foods brand, you can get it at Walmart. Always add guacamole to everything. I dip my veggies in it. I put it on my salads, my taco salads. I put it in wraps. I love guacamole to have on hand. So barbecue sauce is also essential. I use Sweet Baby Ray's because it's my absolute favorite. I use very little, but I always have this on hand because it adds so much flavor. And also Parmesan cheese. This is a good additive to your salads. I put this on like our regular salads. And also top our pizzas. You can add this to pastas, like when I'm doing little sauces and stuff. Parmesan cheese has such a sharp flavor, but very little calories. So for 2 teaspoons, it's 20 calories. So I would always keep this on hand to add to all of those different things. Also having some good nuts. I love pistachios, pecans, cashews. Those can spice up a lot of dishes. Not only can you get a small handful as a snack for a good healthy snack or healthy fat, but you can also use nuts in dishes like cashew chicken. There's a really yummy teriyaki tilapia recipe that I use, and it has the pecans on it. So having nuts is a really, really good accessory, so you can spice up those meals. Pepper jack cheese has also been a recent favorite that I've fallen in love with, along with Thousand Island, you guys. I just want to mention that. It's another good accessory. I thought I didn't like it growing up. I tried it recently on some veggies. It tastes like yum yum sauce, like that you get at the Japanese places. So good. So try new things. Even if you think you didn't like it as a child, try new things now because our tastes do change, okay? Pepper jack cheese is really good on tuna. You can melt it on top of anything and it gives your dish, like, it kicks up the flavor like 10 times better because it has that, you know, pepper jack flavor, and it really can change up just a normal like cheddar cheese or mozzarella meal. So I've been loving that lately. I put it on my tuna, I'll melt it. I've put it on my tacos, wraps, all of that. I even did a Philly cheesesteak and put the pepper jack cheese on it. It was really good too. And then also almond butter. Almond butter is really, really good. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Pam. Pepper jack in my omelets. I do that too. It gives it such an amazing flavor, doesn't it? It's like, whoa, this is life-changing. I would try an almond butter. At first, I didn't like almond butter, and I think it was because of the brand that I got. And I have really come to love the Marinathan brand. I also love the RX brand. They have different flavors like vanilla almond butter. Find one that you really like because this is good when you don't want such a strong peanut butter flavor. Like if you want to add it to your Greek yogurt bowls, so good. I put almond butter on everything pretty much over peanut butter now. I just really love the flavor. And it's not so strong peanut buttery when you want to add it to other things, okay? So, I think that is all I wanted to share with you. I hope that was helpful. I just wanted to, oh yes, Ashley, they do. I actually have some Kodak cakes, in my freezer right now that are waffles. They're the waffle Kodiak. They're blueberry and they are delicious. That will be another really good FFC. I mean, how easy is that? Like for your breakfast, pop it in the toaster and then drink your Shakeology. That would be a good protein and FFC. I have also, with the blueberry ones, I have cooked blueberries up and put it on top of the waffles and made that as like a topper. It's really good too. So yeah, if you guys have suggestions of other things that you already know are good, convenient, like especially easy go-to FFCs or protein or veggies or accessories, share them under this video, okay? We want more and more ideas in this group because we want to get down our to be mindset plate it methods. We want to be able at each meal to have several go-to options that it becomes second nature for us to know. You know, breakfast is 50% carbs, 50% protein. Lunch is 25% protein, 50% veggies, 25% accessories. Lunch or dinner is 75% veggies, 25% protein. Like, that should automatically be in our heads as we're going through our day, and we know what meals to put together to fuel our bodies the best way. Okay, so share under this video. Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if you have questions, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. See you guys.